getting to selling 1 million albums was something that I wasn't really aware of. I know I was at a Sony function, they presented me with this award that said that, and I had no idea that that I'd sold that many albums. So it was a surprise, actually, but it was a nice surprise. And I think, I've never really thought about that stuff too much. I kind of go on what the live show's like as to how successful you are rather than how many sales that you've made. Because, I find there's a lot of acts that have an album that goes out and it's like 1 or 2 big hits and the rest of the album's not that great. And maybe they don't last long, maybe they don't have a lot, longevity, and that's, I think, a really important thing. If you've got longevity, you're writing good songs and people like them, so they keep coming back to your shows. And you've got to be good live too, to want people to come back and want to see you time and time again. So, for me, I gauge that. If you've got a good crowd all the time where you're playing and they're super positive, then you're successful. The guitar is super important in my songwriting process. It's what I do. It's how I find the riffs and the chords and get the melodies. It's everything. I know some chords on the piano, but I don't sit down and do that. This is what I do. This is how I find the grooves and the feel, and it's important for me. So everything I've done is on, not just on this one, but on other guitars, but yeah, all on guitars. My first memory of playing guitar was, I had a lesson off this guy, and it was a half an hour lesson, and he arrived 10 minutes late, and then he wanted to leave 10 minutes early, so I basically had about 10 minutes with him. And I remember sitting there and he was like, okay, and I knew nothing about the guitar, no, absolutely nothing at all. And he said, right, what do you want to do with the guitar? And I said, I don't know, I just want to learn how to play some songs and, sing some stuff, just covers, whatever. And he's like, okay, guitar's really easy, it's simple, you can do, you can play anything with 3 chords, it's just like, it's really easy. He's just playing this, C, G, D chords, which I've got no idea what he was doing at the time. He's going, yeah, just try that, it's really easy. Here, you have a go. And he's passed the guitar to me, and I'm like going, can you show me again? So, he's basically, yeah, okay, yeah. He's like, yeah, try that again. I'm going, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, obviously, I'm never going to pick this up because I should have picked something up then, because he's expecting me to play something back to him, and I'm going, wow, I've got no idea what you just did. I had to say, look, man, I've no idea what you just did to me, and I can't do anything back. So he's like, right, okay, all right. So you don't know anything? I'm going, no, nothing at all. So he said, right, we'll start with, let's learn these chords. So I basically had that lesson with him. That was over. Then he left. Then the next week I came back again, and same thing. He rocked up late, and then he said, I've got to leave early because I've got to do something. I was like, oh, okay, rightio. So I said, can I borrow your book there that has all these chord charts and different things? And he said, yeah, sure. So I took that, and I kept it for about a year, and I didn't go back and see him again. And then later, eventually a year later, I gave it back to him. But yeah, it was a bit hopeless for the lessons at first. My advice for beginner guitar players is just probably, these days you can jump online and you can check out some lessons online and learn, just get your basic chords first and start to learn some basic ones so you can play a few songs that you want to play. And once you get that down, then you can start to learn a bit more about bar chords and a few other things. So it's just keep it simple and start from there. Look, talking about this guitar again, this is my guitar. I've got this in 2004. I'm sure there's probably better models that are coming out now, and I just haven't asked for one. I haven't felt the desire to have one and have a change, because this one for me is, like I said, it's my workhorse. I write songs on this. There's been plenty of songs written on this guitar, and I've taken it around the world with me. It's been everywhere. So it is funny when you've got something like that and I've been offered lots of other nice guitars before, but I keep coming back to this one, yeah, because I guess this is just mine, and this is me.